to go to Inspirational Corner.
Oh,
so hold your
yes.
point, and we'll have it on Facebook. We're going to go to Inspirational Corner where we missed out in the 6 o'clock hour. Tracy is going to share something that's going to inspire us. So, Tracy Brown Howard, it's all yours. Show some shade.
All right. well, the thing that inspired me was recently I was driving home. Was it last Tuesday, I think?
You don't know? It was you?
Yeah, no, it was. I think it was last Tuesday, and I was in a hurry because I've been going to the gym, and I knew my daughter was waiting for me to hurry up and get home. So as I'm driving down, all of a sudden I saw this car driving really, really crazy all over the expressway. And, of course, in my head, I'm thinking this crazy drunk driver is acting crazy, and I kind of slowed down so it wouldn't hit me. This person went from one side of the expressway to the other side, spun around, and landed safely. So, everybody's inclination is to just keep driving, and don't get involved. And something made me stop. And when I stopped, I got out, and I realized it was a very young girl in the car. She looked all of 12 years old. Found out later she was 18 years old. And I got out of that car, and something just told me, go over there and help her. So I went over, and I asked, was she okay? And, she was kind of crying, and she said she was okay. And I asked, could I do something for her? Could I call somebody? And she said she couldn't find her phone. So I took my phone. I called her mom for her. And as we were standing there, a man walked up behind us, and he began to do things to help out, too. And, and I'm nervous because I'm like, okay, a man's walked up behind us, and I stopped on this dark expressway. And then I did something really what I thought was stupid. I put her in my car. Well, I sent her to sit in my car to warm up while the gentleman and I were trying to make sure her car was okay. So the whole time I'm thinking in the back of my head, this is a crazy thing to do. You don't know what people might do to you. And I'm thinking, but you got to do the right thing. And so I go back to my car, and she's sitting there with my purse wide open, So you're having these thoughts in your head, but you're doing automatically, you just keep doing the right thing. And I think that it just sent down a snowball effect because as I was doing the right thing, the gentleman was doing the right thing, and then the ambulance showed up, and I just couldn't let her go. I went to the ambulance with her. Everybody thought I was her mom or something. And, when we called her mom, I just didn't want to leave this child alone on the side of the road. And I stopped thinking about what I was doing, and I thought about her, and I thought about this guy that stopped, and he stayed there until we were okay, and I stayed until the police forcibly made me leave. And I just kept thinking, oh, my God, there are still good Samaritans left in this world. And the chain reaction of one person stopping and another person, because even threw the ambulance people off. They were like, well, who are you to her? And I was like, nobody. He said, you just stopped? I was like, yeah. What else are you supposed to do? And I kept thinking back in the day, I might not have done that. Mm-hmm. So when you surround yourselves, I always tell people you can't just, talk that talk. You got to walk that walk. So, I just felt like good Samaritans are still left. And it wasn't me who I felt was the good Samaritan. It was everybody else that surrounded this young girl, in the process. And it just inspired me to keep doing and saying that, Tracy, don't change who you are. Do things that you know in your heart are the right thing. Even hesitate on it. So, that just inspired me and made me feel good. And I just got back in that car and went on to the gym and did my thing. But it made me feel good, and it made me feel good that other people still stop and help people.
Amen. It's a wonderful thing because, in this world nowadays, we don't stop for each other.
We don't.
People just go by and, that has nothing to do with me.
Right.
I'm not going to stop. And you're wrong about one thing. The person that was the best was you because you're the one who started the chain reaction. Mm-hmm. When someone saw you do something, then they wanted to do something. Mm-hmm. And it's just because of that one thing that you did where you wanted to show kindness came back. And even though you were worried about what you were doing, God knew that you were showing kindness, so he was protecting everything. The purse was open.
Wide open.
But to her,
sitting on the top.
There may have been not even a purse there at all. All she saw was this wonderful woman who cared enough about me in a serious situation where she could have almost lost her life. This woman took the time to care for me, put me in her car, and love me enough as though I was her own.
And I think that was the part that was it was funny now because the guy, he was, a guy, and she was crying, so I'm rubbing her back, and he says, no, hold her. And I'm like, I'm a stranger. He said, just hold her. And I wrapped my arms around her, and she just melted inside. And, and I kept thinking, oh, my God, I got 4 daughters. This could have, it has happened to them. And I just wish that someone had been there to comfort them, too. And like I said, the police had to make me go away. He's like, she's safe now. We got her. You can leave now.
Yeah. That's that mother hen.
Yeah.
But I think that is beautiful, though, because we, right now in this day and time, we're more of afraid to stop because of how the world is. That's why when you're doing God's will, He will protect you. Yeah. If you're single female, black female out here by herself, God had you. He covered you. God has her in His protection. In case you don't know what that is, had her. And I love the fact that was very inspiring. I wish we had more people out there like that, because what we usually do, that was an accident on Expressway. They holding up traffic. We in a rush to get nowhere.
You want to add something?
To that?
You want to add something?
That's a blessing.
Professor Leslie Holly,
a.k.a. Stephanie.
Stephanie get a lot of pub tonight.
I know.
I'm going to bring you back anyway.
I love you. I loved you.
What you got to add on that?
I think that's a blessing. And, you did start that chain reaction because you motivated that gentleman to do something. And that young lady will never forget you. She'll never forget how you were there for her. And I think that's what life is all about, connecting with other people. That creates purpose in our life. So I think that's such a blessing that you were there for her in that way. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we love us some Leslie, and she will be back. Right, baby? Yes. She will be back.
Yeah, she'll be back.
To come back.
Look, the McCain train's put in this last stop, but stay with us next week, too, because we're going to be talking about heart healthy, all about the heart. We